G'day, welcome back to DuckZorly Gaming and our Let's Play series here on Fenton Forest, the 4x map by Stevie. Alright, I'll get rid of this, I'll try and get rid of this. There we go, couldn't find the mouse. There we go, get rid of that course play menu. Yeah, we are back. Yes, we are back on Fenton Forest and we are loving it. We are just continuing on with our harvest of grass, or actually hay, from the field. So another delivery heading up now to the farm, and we've got a bit of stuff to do today. We've got a bit of an announcement, a bit of news in relation to what we're doing on the map. So yeah, we'll get into that shortly. But I just wanted to sort of let everyone know that our good friend Jerry, Grizzly Bear Sims, has created a new website called simplysafemods.com. Now, this is a new place for you to go and make sure that when you're getting a mod, you are getting it from a place where the modder has directly attributed and put the mod to be distributed, and you're not going to get one that may have had other malware or code or whatever else added into it, which you can't be so sure of at most other places, other than, of course, the Giants in-game mod hub or the Giants website. So again, that website is simplysafemods.com. I'm pretty sure that's it. It'll be on the screen at the moment, and it'll also be listed down in the comments down below. That will be my go-to once we start getting some mods going in there. So if you're a modder and you got some mods to put up, go there. And that's if you're not putting it on the Giants mod hub, obviously, or you may want to do both after you've released on the Giants mod hub. And alternatively, the other one is if you're looking for some mods and you want to know you're getting it direct from the source, so to speak, then that is where you should go for those. Anyway, all that out of the way, let's get rid of this load of hay. Oops, a little bit too far. Right, there we go. Offload the first trailer. Well, actually offload the truck first. Just creep forward, we've got to get the other one offloading at the same time, which is now. And then we'll do the last trailer as well. The side mirrors work just well enough that we can actually see what's going on. So the second trailer is now emptied. And the last trailer is still emptying. Alright. So for him to finish, and then we'll just head on back down. We'll be ready to offload again. Alright. So we are going to get this up and running and keep going. We've got plenty of hay to pick up. That's okay. It's going to get us in a good position, like we said previously, before we get our animals here. Oh, I almost misjudged that corner. Alright. So, speaking of animals, we have sent the truck up to the animal purchase area, and we are going to buy our first lot of animals. So we've got them being loaded at the moment, so at some stage soon we'll head up there and we'll pick up the truck if it's fully loaded, and we'll bring our animals back down to the farm. Don't worry, there are not going to be those equine things on this map. Okay, we've already deleted that. Ain't gonna happen. Don't think about it. Don't even suggest it. It's not gonna happen. Alright, so don't worry about it. It's not gonna be those. So you've got a choice of 3 other things, or 4 other things: chickens, pigs, sheep, or cows. Alright, we'll solve that riddle very soon when we get back up there. In the meantime, we're just gonna fly on down here. We're gonna continue offloading the forage harvester with the hay it's picking up from this field. And then we're going to look at what we've got left to do with our current status. I think currently now we have all of our fields that we could possibly sow seed into sown. And now it's just a matter of waiting for them to grow and get to the harvest point. We've got a lot of grass we can be harvesting from the adjacent areas of our fields. Whether we do that or not, I don't know as yet. It's certainly an option we have. So I don't know, we might do that. The thing I have been thinking about that I'm going to do with this map is I think we are going to do a fair bit of silage farming, as in we will take up a lot of grass or hay, or we'll get even some corn thrown in the mix and harvest that with a forage harvester. With the premise of being a silage production facility. So we will do it via the clamp. We'll go by the clamp, which is over near the animals area on the farm. We'll be using that, and also using the digestate fermenter, which is on the farm as well. So we'll have both those options available to us. So we'll just have to sort of see how that pans out with that as well. All right, we're on the old cruise control. Fills up very quick. So currently we're using our farming simulator button box, and we've got the shuttle wheel, and that's what's controlling our cruise control. So for those of you that haven't got the button box or haven't seen it or have been thinking about it, let me say it is a very cheap and nasty build. Like, it's very plasticky, very buttons sort of tend to double push when you don't want them to. It's not fantastic. For the price you pay for it, it's almost $300 Australian, for instance. I don't know if it was really value for money per se, as the forage harvester decides to cut me off. But it certainly does do the basic job that we wanted it to do. So it's there. So it gives us what, 25 buttons, a joystick, and a couple of other extra little functions as well. Now he's having troubles turning again, so we're gonna have to go and help him out. He gets to get caught sometimes. Alright. So I was taking the turn that a little bit too wide. There we go. Right. Now go back and grab the truck again. Oh, we're getting run over. Right. Alright. Yeah, so the button box itself isn't too bad. Now, there hasn't been any news of whether they're replacing it, whether it's still going to be as it is or anything else, but it currently does work with 19. Obviously it came out for Farming Simulator 17 last year. Last year or the year before, can't remember now. But it's been available for a while now. Again, I don't know that I could recommend it for the price it is to go out and buy it. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a Logitech product. It used to be a Cytec product, but now Logitech. And you're paying for the name, a lot of those things. I don't necessarily think that they're the best brand out. They certainly used to be, as far as I was concerned, for keyboards and mouse, but as of late, with the run I've had with their mice and all that, and their keyboards in particular, I'm not so sure I can sort of make that claim. But in any case, I digress. The Cytec / Logitech button box will do the job you want it to do. Just be aware it's not rock solid. I mean, the other thing I actually use an Elgato Stream Deck. And again, look, let me make sure everyone's clear. I'm not getting paid for comment in relation to either of these two products. I'd be quite happy to, especially for the Elgato Stream Deck. If Elgato wanted to throw me some funds or look after me and whatever else, I'd be more than happy to, because I think their products are fantastic. But yeah, that's certainly not the case here. But the Elgato Stream Deck is basically just well, I'll see if I can put a picture up on the screen, but it's basically just a button box. It's made up of, I've just got the standard Stream Deck, so it's got, 15 buttons on it. They're illuminated little LED screens, for the want of a better term, so you can actually use the inherent built button layouts and graphics that they use in the Elgato software, or you can create your own. And that's exactly what I did. So I haven't sort of finished off in 19, but certainly in 17 I had 3 pages of controls for Farming Simulator 17 that I could use instead of using the button box. to control all the aspects of the game. Now, I also use that to control things like, well, I have a front page which actually activates all my main programs for the computer. So I open up with my Adobe Illustrator, Adobe Premiere, my OBS, my slobs, to Streamlabs OBS, by the way. Things like that. I also use it to launch Farming Simulator 19 and a couple of other games. You then go into sub-menus, so some of that can have functionality where once you actually activate a program, like say for instance I activate OBS, it switches to the OBS page, which is where I've got all the commands available to me on the button page for OBS. So I can start recording, stop recording, stream, change title, switch windows, all that sort of stuff inherently, naturally from that. And that is fantastic, and I actually use that for Farming Sim as well. So like I said, I've got 2 or 3 pages set up, 3 for Sim 17 and 2 for 19. I've made my own graphics for the buttons themselves, and it is great. The only thing with it is you don't have quite, I mean with the button box you've got the joystick functionality, you've got the shuttle wheel for cruise control, which is great. So you do have that extra little bit of flexibility. But the two of them together, yeah, fantastic, and that's certainly what I use to get everything done. Literally at the tip of my fingertips, I've got all these extra controls available. Instead of actually using the mouse and going back into the Windows desktop, I can launch it without actually even leaving Farming Sim, for instance, if I wanted to. So yeah, but anyway, so I've digressed. But yeah, so that's what's available. So I mean, look, check it out if you wish to. There's no skin off my nose either way, obviously, but yeah, it's both of them actually serve their purpose well, but the button box isn't probably quite as good as what I would have expected. But anyway, it is what it is. All right, so we're going to offload the rear trailer now, and then we'll head on back down. We might do one more load, then we'll move on and talk about what our bit of a surprise is today. It's not really a surprise, it's just something that we're going to be doing and something new we're bringing back in. But yeah, we'll sort of see how that goes. Alright, so off we go again. Trying not to turn so late this time. Alright. So yeah, so now we're, well actually let's have a look once I finish that term. We're in day 7, so we're in late spring. So we're getting close to summer. And we should start seeing all the growth coming through. I expect these fields here on our left hand side should start showing some crops coming through very soon. You can see these bigger fields off to our right are well and truly growing now. I haven't checked to see if we've got any germination issues as yet. Oh, this one here, so field 3 has got a crop coming through, which is nice. And that's something we'll have to keep a bit of an eye on. But all in all, I think we're doing okay for the moment. So we'll just continue getting the grass off this grass field down here, and then we will have to look at as well and just revise our schedule, our crop rotation I should say, in relation to our grass field. So we are going to follow through, I think it's 2 or 3 cycles of grass, and then we go to corn or something like that, just to sort of try and help maximise our yield. But we'll have a look at that again a little bit later, as I said. All right. As the other thing is too, as of today, being the 19th of September when I'm recording this, Lone Oak Farm has now been released on Farming Simulator 19. Lone Oak Farm was the wonderful map that was made by Bullet Bill back for Farming Simulator 17, and it was pretty much, as far as I'm concerned, one of the best maps I've ever played, as in look and all that sort of stuff. It was just fantastic. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get into it, but BB's not mapping for Farming Simulator 19. However, he did give permission to Oxygen David to recreate Lone Oak Farm in Farming Simulator 19, which he has dutifully done, and it is now available on the in-game mod hub and also on the Giants website. Now, the reason I bring that up is I just want to clarify At this point in time, I have no intention of going into Lone Oak Farm. Now, why is that so? Well, it's basically because I've got more than enough on my plate at the moment in relation to series. So I really don't need, as I've really sort of buggered this up, I really don't need another map, another series underway. We may revisit it sometime later. I know our good friend Eustace, aka Atomic 67 Gaming, is bringing back Lone Oak Farm effectively to where he left off with 17 with his series. I think he got one or two videos out on it. So that may be a possibility. We may come back to our Go Big or Go Home series on Lone Oak Farm. But certainly at this point in time, I have no short to medium term intention of being on Lone Oak Farm. Not to say I don't like the map. I've been on the map and had a look. It looks just as Bullet Bills did, which is great. A couple of things I found that don't seem to be working properly, but that's fine. But yeah, I don't have any intention of being on that, so just be aware of that. I mean, it's not as if I'm going to get asked or anything, but just in case, at least you all know up front that that's what we're doing. I do have one other map and one other series. He's actually done the turn properly this time. One other map and one other series that will be ready to go at some point in the future, but it won't be released with the current ones that we're going. So currently we've got the 3 series running. We've got Fenton Forest, we've got West Australia, and we've got Wilhelmina Forest. And frankly, between the 3 of those, that's more than enough that I've got to deal with in filling up time and also videos. So that's what we're stuck with at the moment. So, and to summarise those, in case you aren't aware, so we have Fenton Forest. This map, Fenton Forest 4x map by Stevie, is a seasons Let's Play with a 9-day season cycle. We then have Western Australia, which is a 4x map, same as this is now a 4x map. However, it is not seasons at this point in time. It will be going to seasons using a geomod created by our good mate JJ. So that will be coming. And then we have Wilhelmina Forest, which is our hardcore 24-day seasons challenge, where we're running a 24-day season cycle, plus we're running on a map that has no predefined fields and it's just forestry, so we've got to actually get rid of all the forestry and build up our farm and our fields and everything from scratch. Now that series as well, if you have been living under a rock and not noticed it, we do bring in some special guests, some special illegal immigrants every now and again. So we've had our Kiwi friend JJ. He's been there for a couple of episodes now. He's managed to get himself in jail because the taxation department caught up with him, and that's all well and good. But he has since returned, which is good. Which we certainly need the hand. We've had Atomic 67 Gaming, our good friend Eustace. He has been there for a couple of episodes. I don't think I actually got to put in a word edgewise there, but anyway, he was there. And I've got a couple of other people that are planned to sort of come on. We just got to organise a schedule around that. And Atomic will probably be back at some stage in the near future. Yeah, so we'll be doing that every now and again, just bringing some people in to give us a bit of a hand. And as we've said in those videos, if you're interested and you're a member of the DuckZorly gaming fraternity, then feel free to let me know that you may be interested, and we'll see what we can do. So, but yeah, so that's the 3 series that we're going to stick with here at DuckZorly Gaming for Farming Simulator at the moment. We will still be playing around with other games, even though they're not as popular on the channel at all at the moment. That's okay, but we certainly, for the longevity of the channel and all that sort of stuff, we need to have a bit of variation. So we will be continuing at the moment with 2 Point Hospital, and also, what's the other one we're doing? I've had a mind blank now. What was the other non-farming video we're doing? 2 Point Hospital and... no, can't think of it. Anyway, Oh, City Skylines, of course. City Skylines. But that one keeps on crashing on us too, so if we keep on getting too many issues with that, we'll probably ditch City Skylines and do something else, like possibly Dawn of Man. Maybe bring some Civ 6 back, or something like that. There will be, at some point, a co-op Civ 6 series as well, where I'm playing with at least one, maybe 4 or 5 other people, with 1 or 2 as co-op or as opposition or whatever else, but something like that will be coming to the channel as well at some point in time. Anyway, alright, so we're back here at the farm. We're going to offload some more hay, get that done, and then there shouldn't be much more down to pick up, probably 1 or 2 more runs. We'll look out for time, but what we're going to have to do now is we are going to have to head off and talk about a couple of other things, including our little announcement for this episode. So we're just going to finish emptying off the man and its trailers here now, and then when we've got a little bit of peace and quiet, we'll go through what's going on. Alright, so I'll offload him. Alright, we might as well talk about it now. So, what's happening? So, with the map, let's bring up the map. In fact, yeah, just get out of the truck. We'll walk up over here. Right. Now, with the map, we'll bring the map up. So, as you know, we are down here in this section here. We've got all this sort of section through here, except for that's not a field. Yeah, we got all those fields through there, and we got field 1 and field 8 up here as well. Now, the area is actually farmed by our family, and unfortunately, one of our uncles passed away, and basically he's left some of the farm areas to other members of the family. But for us, he's actually given us these 2 fields over here, field 36 and 37. Problem is, we don't have any equipment to really deal with it. Currently, it's planted out with grass. He was running a grass farm. He was doing both turf and hay sales for the region. So, in getting those 2 fields, which was grand, we didn't have to buy them. The problem we've got is having equipment to deal with it. Now, we've got the Jaguar, and we've got a butterfly mower on one of the class mowers, but we really sort of thought we needed something specialized to get in and deal with it. Now, some of you should already know exactly where I'm heading in with this, so it will come as no surprise. But what we've actually got is we ended up having to go to the bank, and we took out a bit of a mortgage. So we took out a $500,000 loan. Yes, a $500,000 loan to pick up a piece of equipment. And that piece of equipment is, drum roll, it's back. We have the Krona Big M 500. It's back on the road, and we are going to be thrashing this about like we did in Farming Simulator 17. Our most favoured and well-used piece of equipment in our time as a YouTube channel and playing Farming Simulator is this unit here. And oh lordy lordy, are we happy to have it back. Now, a couple of disclaimers on the mod. It is not GTX's mod. It is based on and is a conversion of GTX and GTX Modding's Big M 500. It has been fixed. There's been 2 different versions of it. There was a very early version converted over, and it was very poor. This one's been reworked a fair bit, and it's actually to the point where it's quite reasonable. It's not a GTX quality mod. I'll say that right from the start, but it is certainly good enough for us to use. The previous version looked really, really rubbishy, and I wouldn't have even touched it on the channel. But we're really happy to see this. So next episode, we're going to get out there and we're going to start mowing those grass fields and really get this thing out and running. Love it. All right. As you can see, we've also got a new Hall Master there as well. That's going to be used in conjunction with the grass work we're going to be doing, and we're going to send one of the probably one of the Atlas tractors down to that area, and that's going to be reserved just for doing all that grass work on those 2 fields now. All right. So that's what we've got there. Now, the last thing we need to do is, as I said to you before, we as my voice goes to a high-pitched squeal, we were going to purchase some animals. So we're going to head on over to the, oh, that's not what I want to do. Head on over to the animal supplies depot and see if we've got a load ready to go. So this is where we come in. We've got a sell point here for the animal supplies, and around here we've got a purchase area for the animals. Now it looks like we're all pretty much loaded up. And we are. And we're fully loaded up with sheep. There we go. Look at that. So these are Rytrans trailers. These are an Australian brand of animal trailer, normally used for cattle. And they're fully loaded up. So that's great. Alright, so we need to lock all these up. And we need to get this back down to the farm. Then we need to sort of get them some food and everything else. So what we need to do, I think it is... Yes. Right. So I'm going to fold that one up. Go to the rear. We're going to fold the rear trailer up. He's folded up. And that one as well. Alright, so we're all folded up, ready to go. And we need to head on down into the farm. Now, we're using a B triple, effectively. A 3-trailer road train. With 2 A trailers on the front and a B at the rear. And it's going to be a bit tight getting in and out and around. So we'll do our best. If we go out through this way here, we might be okay. As long as there's no traffic going to come through and cut us off. Check both ways. Yeah, we're okay there. Now, I don't know. Yeah, we're going to be alright. So we'll go down this way. Might be a bit of a tight turn. We're going to have to swing out wide here. But we've got the K100, so we've got a very sharp turn we can do, and we're not very long in the nose, so that should help us get around, and indeed it does. Alright, there we go. Now we just head on back to the farm. So we've got a few sheep. Can't remember exactly how many it is. I think it's about 150 sheep to start with. So we're going to head on these back into the farm. We're going to put them into the sheep field, the sheep pen, and then we'll be good to go. But that will be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. We're looking forward to getting our Big M into the field and running that through its paces again, just for something different for this channel. But yeah, we're really looking forward. Whoa, bit of a dip through there. Really looking forward to getting in and using that, and I hope you'll enjoy that as well. And yeah, that's it for this episode. So thanks so much for watching. Leave a like if you liked the episode. And as always, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. And if you also are subscribing to the channel, don't forget to press that alarm notification icon so you can be made aware of when new videos come onto the channel. And also tell your friends, neighbours, whoever about us. We're on the road to 1,000 subs, not too many to go now. So I'd love for you to join the family of the DuckZorly gaming community. And don't forget to come and check us out on Discord. Don't forget to check out the guys down below in the comments. Eustace Pharmer, aka Atomic67 Gaming, good mate Jerry Grizzly Bear Sims, and also a Frithgar. And as always, no matter whether it's morning, afternoon, evening or night, no matter where you are in the world, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and we'll see you again very soon back here at DuckZorly Gaming. See you all later. Bye.